Who's to know what happens when the world ends?
Hello! Today we are going to the Fremont Market. I just got back from LA a few days ago and I stayed with one of my friends that I wasn't like planning on staying with, so I wanted to get him just a little gifty. I want to get him a jade ring because he said his broke. We got matching ones back in May from the Fremont Market, so it's like kind of cute, kind of like a little replacement gifty to start off the new year. This past week in LA reminded me of so many things and that I just completely forgot about. So the last time I was in Los Angeles was for Halloween weekend to see Fred again, and I spent a lot of that time alone, and I also, whoa, my camera. I also saw my ex, and that was silly goofy. I spent a lot of time with my friend Zoe as well, but most of it was just enjoying my own solitude. And I love doing that when I'm in LA because that's kind of how I was introduced to it, because I moved there, no friends, family, whatever, so I just spent a lot of time like exploring it by myself. But this past trip, I was surrounded by all of my favorite people every single day and more. I saw friends that I hadn't seen since I moved back. I saw friends that are like so near and dear to my heart, and I strengthened friendships that were just kind of coming up when I was just leaving LA. So that was just amazing. I totally forgot that like I kind of built this entire community while I was there for the past year. Not in a way where I don't appreciate my friends, but that like I have this whole community in LA, and I was thinking, you know, the past 2 months while I was here, I was like, oh well, I don't really need to move back. I can visit them whenever I want. I can call them, FaceTime them, text them, and just show up digitally. But then this past week made me realize like my top love language is quality time, and my cup has never felt so full in the best way ever. Like I haven't felt so loved since the day of my breakup. And this was just a regular trip. It was like kind of a girls trip because I was like planning on spending it with all of like my GFs for the week, and it just became so much more than that. And it was so lovely just to be able to be like in my feminine with my girlies every single day and just enjoying each other's companies. And I miss that so much, and I feel like being back for the last 4-ish days kind of reminded me that I feel like there's nothing better than being in such close proximity with your friends. Like being able to support your community is so nice now, like in this digital age, but there's nothing like just that human connection of being together, physically close. I found a parking spot almost right away. How lucky. I realized that there was like a parking down like this long street where they have like giant banners, and so I took a chance on it this time. Oh, cute. Okay, I got the jade ring, but I also left with an extra ring because I saw they had like a bluish jade in my finger size. So, oopsies, it's for good luck. It's for good luck. So that will be the last purchase I will be making for myself. And now I will promptly head home and make lunch. Okay, so I got 2 rings, like I said. They changed the packaging. I like this better actually, because I didn't like the pouches because they started accumulating, because I was getting these as gifts for a minute. But this one's for Brad, this one's for me. It's like just the perfect dusty bluish green, like kind of teal colored, but I think this dark green is very him. I hope he likes it. I hope it fits his fingers. He has like interesting knuckles at the moment, which sounds funny, but it's because he's been climbing a lot, so like I guess you can have knuckle muscles. But he tried on my Tiffany T ring, which is like a size 6, and so I tried on a 7.25 and a 7.5, and it was too similar to this ring size, and I know that that one stopped at this like top knuckle for him, and so the 8 will do, and if not, tragic. here is what we're working with. So I got him the bath smeeski because he keeps all his smeeskis in the bathroom, but he doesn't have a bath one. He has like all the green, the regular smeeskis, so I figured a blue one would be fun. And then jade ring. I'll just keep it in this box. I feel like it'll be secure. And then I'm gonna write him a little note with stickers and then use an envelope to mail it, like the priority flat rate envelope. And then we should be good to go. Also, Fran got me this bag for Christmas, and it is so cute. And it's so funny because walking around Seattle since I've gotten back from LA, I've been seeing everyone with this bag, and I love how I haven't seen a repeat of the same color. Like I saw a bright green one, and I saw an orange one today. That's already so many. Like it's literally been a few days, but I love that. It's so cool. I'm so excited to wear one around when I go to the farmer's market in a bit. I still have kimchi jjigae from before I left, and I tried it yesterday and it's still good. So we're just gonna heat it up and then have it with some rice for lunch, and then I'm gonna walk out to the market to see if there's any like dried flowers or just something to spice up the apartment. I have like 2 bouquets of dried flowers, but you never have too many. So I haven't really talked about my achalasia at all since that video, and that video has been getting a ton of views. I've been getting emails, DMs, comments, everything, asking how's it been. And I feel like this is a really good time for me to talk about it because it's been of concern lately. So about 2.5 years ago, I had surgery. It was a POEM procedure where they went into my esophagus, cut some sort of muscle to help me pass my food. I had struggles with just swallowing and getting it through. I didn't have issues with anything else, but I had some acid reflux, but it wasn't like crazy awful. Okay, I shouldn't say that. It was pretty debilitating, but it wasn't like enough for me to be like, oh my God. But once I had the procedure, I was getting tons of acid reflux, which is a side effect to the procedure. And so I was on Prilosec for a while, and it progressively got better. My eating was at about 90 to 95%. Like I could pass everything. I can eat whatever I want, whenever I want. But over time, I started to notice that it wouldn't be, like it would be that 5 to 10%, where there would be days where I would wake up and I'd be unable to swallow. Sometimes if I were to get sick, those would usually be the occasions where I couldn't swallow. I do have really large tonsils, so it could be a factor, but I'm not really sure, and I'm not a doctor, so please don't be out here like, oh my gosh, she doesn't know what she's talking about. I know, I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, lately in the last month-ish, I noticed that the things that I would normally be able to eat or expect to be able to have had trouble passing. I would be eating oranges and it would just take me an extra second to like sit through and like eat. I think it's just because it's kind of acidic and I have gotten really used to being able to eat, so I don't like chew everything through. And so that has been of concern. But things that I usually weren't able to swallow, such as pho noodles, so vermicelli, I have been able to swallow. I've been eating a lot of pad thai, more pho, and I don't know. It's a lot different than it used to be over the years. I noticed that if I were to drink too much alcohol like the night before, I'd wake up. Usually I don't really get hangovers. Instead, I would have a hard time swallowing the next day. I don't know what that is. Maybe like it's inflamed here somewhere. Nothing necessarily hurts or at all, but it would just have a hard time getting through, and so it would be like kind of annoying. I feel like I need to get a follow-up with my doctor or with a doctor, but I haven't had insurance for the last couple months when it started ramping up. Again, I shouldn't say ramping up because it's not necessarily that bad. It's just like few occasions. And I will say I've been pretty social lately, which means I've been eating out more, eating more frequently, eating larger amounts of food. And so that might just be why it's been brought to my attention, because usually when I'm chilling at home, not really a big deal. I will say sometimes I can't pass rice, which I kind of already knew. But again, I'm not letting it stop me from eating the things I want. Usually, I will say, post-procedure, I notice that when I do have issues swallowing, it's sometimes like the first meal of the day or the first bite of a meal, those types of situations. And I noticed that if I wait until pretty late in the day to eat my first meal, sometimes it takes a minute to get through the first couple bites. What does that mean? I have no idea, but that's just my update. But otherwise, I don't know. I'm really happy with having had the procedure because at least I get to live more freely. I had the state health insurance, so the procedure was completely free for me. But I think it should be free in general. I don't know how copays work. I didn't really use my insurance when I had it, when I had like full benefits, full-time job, but I'm just happy to be able to eat. It's one of my favorite things to do, especially because food is such a love language to me and like my cultural background. And so I'm always like eating out with my friends, and it had been such a problem not being able to. The farmer's market is about to close, but I still want to go on a little walk. So I'm gonna make myself a baksiu because I didn't get coffee. Because I'm trying for this no spend, because when I do spend, it's silly goofy like the jade ring. So baksiu at home, it's gonna be good. I have this like Vietnamese coffee mix that I've been loving. I'm like towards the end of it, and I had this sent to me, and I think I'm considering purchasing it because it's so good. Like, I'm obsessed. It tastes kind of like Nesquik when I have it mixed with my Quest protein shake. But yeah. All right, so 1 full tablespoon of that. I need to heat up my water. Oopsies, forgot to do that. I think I might have a protein bar too. I'm still like kind of snacky, kind of hungry. I didn't eat a lot. Well, I guess I kind of did. I put rice cakes in the kimchi jjigae, and so maybe a persimmon. Let's do that. My favorite snacky fruit to eat, just because they're so easy. Where's my knife? So I don't know if people like cut off the skin. I just eat it like this. I cut it into fourths. That's really loud. And then go like that. I also like a really crunchy persimmon. I don't know if that's like a specific thing, but I know my mom likes softer persimmon. Okay, forgot I do not have any condensed milk open right now, so I gotta open that. I feel like I need to figure out how to use, I can't open it up.
Just run circles, my heart is out in the rain. I know that this is sudden, but do you feel the same? Do you feel the same? Do you feel that I can't make my mind up? I don't know what to do. I'm trying to be honest. Point of view, so you tell me that you're leaving, but I wish you would stay.
This is delicious. I've never actually put milk in this before. It's always protein shake, but this is good. It is pretty late. The farmer's market should be closing up shop, so it's kind of good because I should not be spending any money. We're just going on a little walkie. I am back from my walk. That was super cute. I was worried that it would rain and it didn't. I actually think it got sunnier during the walk, which was really nice. It was kind of chilly but kind of temperate. I love walks like that because then I'm not sweating. Yeah, succeeded in not buying anything at the market, but did buy stuff at QFC just because I forgot to get onions yesterday and shallots, and then I always do this, but I always buy exactly 2 persimmons, even though I have one every single day. So I got 2 more. That was like $9, but we are done spending, hopefully for the week. I was gonna say that I'm gonna run to like Target and H Mart and all of that tomorrow after I do everything like my interview, gym, etc. But I am just gonna try to hold out for as long as possible until I literally cannot function anymore. We got this. For now, I have a pretty good to-do list of stuff. I have like my groceries that I need, so basically just onions and poppy, liqueur, etc. But then my to-do is pretty easy. It's like clean living room, clear desk, just a little bit of a yearly reset, not even just a Sunday reset. Hopefully I can do it all by dark, which is in an hour, because I'm gonna be so real, as soon as it gets dark in this apartment, I do not do a single thing anymore. I will say yesterday was pretty productive. I edited my like week in Seattle video and it's perfectly cut and everything. I just gotta drop in the songs. I feel good. That's very new for me. That's very 2021. I hope to be that motivated throughout the rest of this year, because I didn't upload anything last year, and it just feels like this year was like a fever dream, even though I did so much and I had so much fun. Okay, my whole house is fully clean now. Clean desk, clean living room. I am so proud of myself, and the upstairs has been clean since I got back. I was like on the phone for like ever, and then I think Tim was sitting here and I was just like, what am I supposed to do with a guest sitting on the couch? Like, I guess I could sit on the Wasley chair, but I just decided to take the time to pick up things while I wander around the house and talk to him. And so the house is finally clean for the first time in probably a year, like since I had COVID, literally last New Year's. And yeah, I am so proud. This is so new for me. And now I feel like a snacky. So I think I am going to heat up a chicken melt in the fridge. Let me figure out how to prop this up. That kind of works. I have, from the last vlog, these chicken melts from Costco, and I am obsessed with them. They're just like super small little like pockets that are, they're so easy to just heat up and have like a little snacky. So that's exactly what I am going to do. I was so productive. I even took out the trash from the upstairs trash can. I never do that unless it's overflowing, and there was like not much in it, but I was just like, new year, clean trash can. I feel really good. I think one of my favorite things that I did was I moved the table that was just sitting on top of my coffee table. I moved it here. I don't know if you can see it really well. Probably not. Let me move the light over here. There. And so I have like extra stuff down there, and then just my camera miscellaneous items up there, which like, okay, the light sitting there is so funny. Which isn't like a great solution for like storing items, but for now will kind of work while I figure out what to do with all my stuff. Oh, beautiful. So yeah, that's kind of the situation for furniture items. I still have the lamp to set up. I recorded in the vlog that I was gonna get one, but I never showed it. I guess I could just unwrap it and show what I have in mind. So it's one of these, and there's two possible places we could put it. In the very corner behind my bar cart, or upstairs behind my mirror. So, oh, you can't see my mirror from here. My mirror is right there in that corner, and the only light source I have upstairs is that lamp. But it's a pretty bright lamp, so I'm not really worried about it. But down here, although I have these, I don't want to rely on like big-ish lights. I use these because I can dim them still. But I think I could benefit from either putting it right there in this corner or under the stairs here, so like the desk has a little more light. I think I might put it over here. Let's try that. Chicken melt is done. I will eat it once it's cooled down a little bit. I feel like I could make this. It's literally just like bread, cheese, chicken. I hate cooking meat though. It's like my worst fear. And I don't have an air fryer, so like I'd have to cook it on the stove or like bake it. Do people bake chicken? Beautiful. Okay, so it is time for dinner, and I am making stir fry. I don't have a lot of rice left, so I'm just relying on veg for this meal. Lucky for me, I already cut a lot of my vegetables. Start with onions. I love cutting these up ahead in like the beginning of the week, but because I came back like midweek last week, it's just kind of here. I should probably cut some more for like this upcoming week, but feeling lazy. Okay. We'll start with that, and then a little bit of the shallots. Enough of onion buds, and then I'll just bag the rest of the shallots. I don't know if like this is the proper way to like store or like cut veg, but this does make me more motivated to cook when I do have everything already cut, because like the biggest barrier to entry for me is like having to just get rid of like the skin of an onion and all that, and then cut it. But if it's already done, it's kind of nice. Not too bad. I was kind of lucky that I already made the kimchi jjigae for myself earlier. I think I'll do most of it. And I have shrimp. It's like kind of half cooked. I like boiled it a little bit. Like I just poured boiling water over it, and then now I'm gonna half them and then toss them in here. And also de-poop. Actually, should I wait? I should wait until the zucchini is a little more cooked, because the shrimp will be done before then. And here we have it, yay! Okay, so I heated up some pot stickers because I saw them just sitting in my freezer. I totally forgot that I had them. I like bought them for a rainy day in case I was like feeling extra hungry, needed more things in like my food, and those days are kind of rare. So I heated them up with the stir fry because I was like, oh, well, more the merrier, right? Something like that. But let's try this out. I feel like stir fry is one of the easiest things to make, just because you just throw everything in the pan and toss in oyster sauce and suddenly it's well put together. I love it so much. I just finished dinner, but I am feeling like a little snacky. I already anticipated this. We are making popcorn today for like an after dinner snack. And then I'm gonna break out a little poppy. Actually, I want one that's like in the fridge for a minute. I feel like there's a difference between like sodas or drinkies that's been in the fridge for a while than like ones that have been in there for like a few hours. It's like not a huge difference, but I can feel like the bubbles sit better with it being in there longer. Okay, so we are turning up the heat, putting some oil in there. I feel like that's enough, just like a little more. I learned how to do this yesterday, by the way, and it's the greatest thing I've ever discovered because popcorn that's like already popped is so expensive. And my brother was like, why don't you just buy the bags and make it at home? And I did, and it's, I'm so late, I know, I'm always late. I love my ribbed glasses. They're just so fun. I feel like, I don't know, growing up with like plastic cups in the house, this is like the most exciting thing ever, is being able to pick my own glassware and having glassware. Beautiful. I love this because it's like kind of the Dr. Pepper, but without the like cola vibes. I do have like the Doc Pop flavor in my fridge of the Poppy, which is like my second favorite, but cherry limeade is just, she's that girl. I don't even use like a measure, I just take a handful and drop it in there. Okay, ready? I dropped one somewhere. Where did I drop it? And then another handful. I forget how many like fills the entire pot, so I'll just do 2 handfuls. That feels reasonable.